You're going. What the is your problem, bro?
One more second, man, to not comply, and then it's on. Dude.
Get the out of here, homie.
Dude, stop it. Hey, knock it off.
Chill.
Tony, let's
Play
him down.
Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. For more than a decade, Dr. Phil McGraw has captivated audiences by bringing troubled guests on his eponymous TV show and trying to help them to make a change for the better. But the star may not actually be as compassionate as he seems on screen. Are guests paid on Dr. Phil? Although it seems that not all guests are paid for their time, celebrities are indeed compensated for appearing on the show. ABC confirmed that Burke Ramsey, the brother of the late JonBenet Ramsey, has been paid an undisclosed amount to talk about his sister's murder, while Lindsay Lohan's mother, Dina Lohan, reportedly earned $50,000 for going on the daytime talk show. However, Dr. Phil paying his guests isn't nearly as scandalous as what is reported late last year by the Boston Globe and Stat, who published a piece claiming that Phil and his staff provided guests with drugs and alcohol to help fuel the drama on screen. In one case, Survivor winner Ted Herzog opened up about his experience on a 2013 episode of the talk show. According to Herzog, he came on to discuss his struggles with addiction, but claims that the staff provided him with a potentially fatal combination of vodka and Xanax in his dressing room prior to filming.
I show up to the studios and I'm sober. There was 2 liters of vodka and like some Red Bulls and orange juice and stuff like that. You know, being unsupervised by my parents, I drank the entire bottle.
When he came on stage, it was obvious that he was heavily intoxicated. In another instance, Joelle King Parrish, the mother of guest Caitlyn, claimed that producers on the show helped her daughter, who was 6 months pregnant and addicted to heroin, acquire more drugs. On the 2016 episode, footage was aired of Caitlyn, accompanied by her mother, purchasing heroin at Skid Row. There was a lot of manipulation telling us what to say, telling us how to act, telling us what to do, King Parrish explained. I was told not to question anything he is saying, or he could not give her the help she needed. Though Dr. Phil himself hasn't spoken out, psychologist Martin Greenberg, who worked on the show, denied the allegations. Dr. McGraw has a very strong sense of trying not to exploit people, he stated. Now, it is a television show. These people volunteer to come on. They beg to come on, and then he tries to treat them with respect, and to give them an opportunity to get help if they want to do that. It's not a complicated formula, he continued. The Stat article does not fairly or accurately describe the methods of Dr. Phil, the TV show, or its mission to educate millions of viewers about drug and alcohol addiction. The show does not give drugs or alcohol to its guests, and any suggestions to the contrary is errant nonsense. Dr. Phil is a Hollywood celebrity who uses his fame and credibility as a mental health professional to gain the trust of mentally ill psychiatric patients, only to turn around and publicly humiliate them for the sake of good television ratings and advertising dollars. Kaden Mahaffey. In the February of this year, previous Dr. Phil guest Kaden Mahaffey sued McGraw and CBS for humiliating her on national TV. She appeared on the show with her boyfriend in 2017 to discuss the abuse he suffered at the hands of his grandmother and mother. But McGraw flipped the script during filming and focused instead on Mahaffey's mental health issues. During the pre-interview process, Mahaffey told producers that she feels she has supernatural powers, can communicate with the dead, read people's minds, etc. Such delusions of grandeur would indicate to any psychologist worth their salt that this individual is suffering from an untreated mental illness, and that the last thing they need in that state is to be exploited for cheap views. Ted Herzog. Survivor winner Ted Herzog appeared on the show in 2013 to discuss his ongoing struggle with alcoholism. He was so inebriated during filming that he had to be helped onto the stage by Dr. Phil and several other staff members. Fast forward 5 years later, Herzog finally reveals this side of the story. He claims he was sober when he arrived on set in Los Angeles, but was left alone with 2 bottles of vodka and mixers like orange juice and Red Bull. He also claims he was given a Xanax prior to filming to calm his nerves, stating, "This was a deliberate move to make for better TV." If his allegations are true, Herzog was placed in immediate danger by the producers of the Dr. Phil show. The American Addiction Center states that mixing Xanax and alcohol increases the potential that one will experience hallucinations and/or delusions, or even seizures compared to when using either drug alone. While there's no way that we can really know what went on behind the scenes, these accusations are deeply troubling. Pressure to appear on the Dr. Phil show. He claims that when this happens, they involved a transporter. The show cuts to footage of a large man, accompanied by several other production assistants, entering the boy's room in the dead of night, urging him to reconsider. He appears extremely uncomfortable, and rightly so. The episode cuts abruptly to the teen as he says, "Missing out on this opportunity is going to be a big mistake, and I think Dr. Phil is going to be able to help me with my problems right now, and I'm very excited." While it's entirely possible the teen had a sudden change in heart, his words come across as forced, almost as they're scripted by producers. Questionable tactics. A teenager was featured on the Dr. Phil show after his parents expressed expressed concern about his video game habits and violent behavior. In the pre-show interview at his home, the teen insists, "I think I can solve the problem myself. I don't think that I need to be the one on Dr. Phil's show, and I think this is a waste of time." While it's obvious this boy needs psychological help, he firmly insisted he didn't feel comfortable receiving it on live television. I believe he's old enough to make that decision, considering it would affect his life and future employment opportunities. But Dr. Phil doesn't take no for an answer. Closing thoughts. Please keep in mind that these are only accusations, and not to be proven true until corroborated with hard evidence. These allegations, and the many others I didn't include, span back years, and I've noticed a pattern. McGraw seems to feel no empathy for his patient's plight, and uses serious mental illness as a way to draw traffic to his show, making himself look like a hero in the process. He is constantly name-dropping celebrities, which makes him seem vapid and insecure. Anytime a guest attempts to stand up for themselves, he dismisses them completely and turns the audience against them. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.